I think we're live, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's been so long. Let me I think my music is too loud. Let me know if the music's too loud. Whoa, we got so many people on the stream already. Hi, everyone. Oh my god, it's been so long. Yeah! Is my stream laggy at all? Let me know, please. Let me know before we begin. It looks a little bit laggy in the preview here, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, I got a brand new setup, guys. That's why I haven't been streaming at all. I've been so focused on changing my little apartment here and work and whatnot. So I've been super busy, and I'm so excited to finally get the stream started. And today we're going to be drawing a panda, or I already drew the panda, but we're going to be coloring it in. I'm actually going to take my headset off because the music is distracting. Okay, wait. Let me put this away, my headset. It is a bit laggy. I don't know why it's laggy. It should not be laggy. Like, honestly, I'm going to put the music a little bit higher and we're going to get started. Thank you, Giovanna. I always forget how to pronounce your name. Yeah, the setup is brand new. I got all kinds of brand new stuff in the background, so pretty excited. Took a while to get it up because of the light system. Nothing was working with my it was flickering constantly. Oh, one dislike already! It's okay. Guys, is it laggy? It looks a little bit laggy for me. I'm gonna get started though. So we're gonna have, today we're working with mixed media stuff, so I'm going to be incorporating watercolor with the black fine liner. I think I'm going to be doing Copic as well, and then of course pencil crayon. So I'm really excited for this. It's going to be a little bit of a different style than just like realistic. It's going to be more illustration this time. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start off with the black liner. So I'm using the Faber-Castell PITT artist pen, and we're going to highlight the little panda here. How was your trip, Bunny? Thanks. My trip was really, really great. It was fantastic. I haven't posted all of the vlogs that I had done. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I'm not really like a vlog channel. That's my only issue here. But I had an amazing time. It was eye-opening experience in Iceland. It was a beautiful country. So happy to have went, actually. Oh, don't worry, Red Fox. Thank you. But don't worry. Is my stream laggy? No. Panda, hi! Hi everyone for joining. Honestly, it's been so long since I've done a stream. Like I've been wanting to do so bad. This week I was going crazy. Like at work was really, really intense. And I couldn't draw. I couldn't do anything. And I had just come back from a vacation. So I was really, really, really... I was like literally dying, just not able to do anything artistic wise, and also for my channel, so this was really depressing for me, but finally can do something today. What kind of pen am I using? All of the pens or all of the materials that I'm using is in the description below in the video. I'm currently using the Faber-Castell PITT artist pen, and this is something that I've always used in terms of the fine liner. I think that the fine liner does a fantastic job, especially when I'm using mixed media. So it's very important to me that the fine liners don't bleed. They don't, I don't know, just like if they stop working when you're using watercolor, I think it's a possibility, but these ones don't at all. And they're the best. Love the setup. Thank you, Michelle. It's not done. Like I have to fix these like these frames here. I'm gonna be adding some art in there as well. And yeah, there's a couple things. And what's super cool is I got this trolley so I could like move my art stuff around the apartment without an issue. What are you going to draw for your next live stream? Do you know? I have no idea. I'm really into drawing animals. I would like to go back to the animal thing. Because it's been a while since I've actually drawn any sort of animal. Like I do these like live or these videos where I'm basically just like drawing humans in my sketchbook diary streams or sketchbook diary videos, and I want to get back to the animal stuff. So I'm drawing a panda today. That's why I've been wanting to draw one for a while. But I don't know what my next live stream, like what it's going to be. Definitely going to happen this week though, this weekend. Upcoming weekend, I should say. I'm doing a really slow inking job right now, guys. It's hard to concentrate. Yeah, pandas are so cute. Yeah, Jessie. I hope you're drawing right now with me. I love when you guys let me know that you're drawing along. It's so cool. It's really nice. I really hope I don't get this panda all like weird, because I've only drawn a panda once in my life, and it was like a sketch with graphite pencil, and I never actually fully colored one in, so I'm a little bit nervous with this one. But if I was able to do a wolf, I think I'm gonna be able to do a panda. They're not that hard, they're like fat little potatoes, so it shouldn't be so bad. Will you be doing a room tour anytime soon? Love the setup. Yes, I will be doing a room tour. I would love to do one very soon. We are still in the middle of renovation, so what you guys are not seeing on this side of the room is a complete mess right now. I have to wait till certain things is like basically moved out of this apartment. We have all kinds of furniture here that we have to get rid of, and hopefully we will be able to get rid of it by the end of the month or next month, and then I'm going to do a room tour because it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for what we're planning for this room, and I also going to do a setup video as well. Probably going to be filming it. I keep telling you guys I'm going to film a setup video on my stream setup, but it just never happened. It just never happened, but I definitely, now that the new setup is here, I can focus on that as well. Oh, Arthur's crocheting. That's so cool. I can't crochet at all. I'm horrible at it. For my art class, we actually had to draw potatoes. Dang. Yeah, potatoes, I mean, that would be a challenge to draw a potato, I would say. For me anyways. I mean, you draw a potato, but it's the shading and like the little bumps and grooves in a potato that would be kind of hard to draw, I think. Guys, I have to be honest with you. All of my materials, like my art materials that I'm using, these fine liners, they're running out. My Copic markers are running out. My Faber-Castell Polychromos are all short. I'm having a huge difficulty. I have to go to the art store tomorrow to get all kinds of new supplies. It's been a while since I've bought anything, so like even this marker right now is, the ink is dying. Fat little potatoes. I'm gonna move this a little bit to the side. There we go. Nah. Please let me know if my stream is laggy. My settings might be wrong. I don't know. It's been a while since I've streamed. It seems laggy. It seems laggy in the preview. I don't know. It's weird. Sorry for exploding you on Instagram, Bunny. No worries, Arthur. It's totally fine. You just have to understand that I have a lot of people messaging me all the time, and I literally cannot read everything. It's a lot of stuff that is happening on Instagram, so I get a lot of notifications. But don't worry about it. It was okay. It was all good. Ah! Woo! Sorry. That's my cell phone vibrating. Do you draw in your free time? Yes, I do. I always draw in my free time. I love drawing. I draw, like, something that I really enjoy doing is basically drawing before bed. I would go lie down in bed, I'd watch some Netflix, and then I do basically just draw in bed. It's really relaxing, something really nice. And it gives me the feeling that I'm actually progressing or doing something with my artistic, like, need or, like, skill by just drawing in bed before bedtime. It's kind of like a nice therapeutic feeling, I would say. I especially do that if I didn't do anything all day. It makes me just feel good about myself. It's kind of like a workout, you know, like you're just like, you have to work out to feel good and to get better, to like get fit, but there are days that you just don't want to do it. But just to do like a simple squat or something will definitely make you feel nice at the end of the day. So yeah, I always make it a point to draw. I'm trying to take your questions, guys. I'm trying to take your questions, but I can't really see as much because I'm looking down and drawing. Do you draw in pastel sometime? Yes, not like a full drawing. I don't typically draw full pastel drawings. I think it's really, really hard, and it's not really the medium that I typically draw in. However, I do think it's a beautiful art form, and it's something I would like to do in the future. I think the only time pastel I would use is when I'm doing like mixed media. I would apply the pastel on top of like other stuff that I'm doing. Oh God, my hair's already getting tangled. Bunny, I saw you follow PewDiePie on Instagram. I've been following PewDiePie for a while, so yeah. That could be... You guys will see a lot of things that I follow. Did you get your reference from Pinterest? This time I did not. I just like Googled Panda. Panda, yeah. And this is actually a combination of two images in terms of the panda itself. Like this is one image, and then like I added him eating a bamboo stick or whatever, and then the background is just my imagination. So just for the panda, there was a reference photo, or two reference photos, I should say. But yeah. Are you thinking of doing another art challenge soon? What would you guys like to see? What kind of art challenge would you like to see me do? I would definitely like to do another art challenge. I think art challenges are really, really fun. The panda is looking awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks, Katarina. No worries. Could you give him a party hat? Well, I like his natural look. I'm not gonna give him a party hat. I don't know. Little party panda. My gosh, I seriously have missed you guys so much. Like live streaming, it's been so long. It's been so long. We're just gonna ink the panda now for now, and I'm gonna already erase the reference lines in the center. I think my webcam is way too dark. It looks very dark actually. Let me just adjust the settings quickly. Ink a ballpoint pen challenge. I like that challenge. That would be a really good one. Okay, we're adjusting the brightness. There we go. That might be better. I think that's better. All right. Na 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 na. We're gonna erase the reference lines around his face. We're gonna start off with his head first. I think that's the most logical starting point. So I think I'm gonna actually go ahead with the watercolor first. Ooh. 1 second. I got paint falling everywhere here. Nico, you're requesting like the most impossible things ever. I like the idea, but I'm really, really bad at scenery. Like any sort of scenery stuff, I just can't. I'm really bad at it. Really, really bad at it. Alright, so we are going to add the black, I think. So we're gonna add the black around the eyes, and for the rest of his fur, I'm going to color in with the Faber-Castell Polychromos, I'm thinking. Or I might do a layer of gray watercolor for like the details in his face. I'm not so sure yet. I don't have the proper gray. Again, I'm running out of everything, honestly. Running out of every supply. We're gonna go ahead. I'm using an actual water brush for the watercolor application. I typically don't really use regular brushes anymore. I really, really like the water brushes. They're so versatile, and that's basically what I use for everything now in terms of watercolor. So we're gonna apply the first layer of like around his eyes, his eyeballs. It's gonna have a little black. Now it's a little bit too gray. We're gonna add another layer. Something with this paper, if you're working with this paper, you can find the paper material listed in the video description, but this paper is not watercolor paper, guys. It is like a mixed media type of paper, and I would suggest being very careful with the amount of water you use. So the watercolor shows up pretty nicely on this paper, but I would definitely suggest being very, very careful with the water because it is not watercolor paper. Just try it. It's a challenge. Yes, that would be a challenge. That would be a very big challenge. I would have to think about it. I really want to get into scenery. That'd be an interesting challenge. What kind of watercolor paint do you recommend? Like ones you've used before and liked? I would recommend Schmincke. Schmincke, you can find the brand name in the video description down below. Schmincke is the primary brand that I have always been using. I also use Winsor & Newton as well, but Schmincke is a German brand, and I can get it very easily here in Germany, and it's fabulous. Like I really, really love the pigmentation and the colors that they have, and the quality is fantastic. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's, I mean, for what you're paying, you're getting, it's definitely worth it. So Schmincke is a good brand. Usually as well at your local art stores, they will sell kind of like I don't want to say local brands, but they will sell watercolor brands that are associated with the art store itself, so kind of like a no-name brand, and usually these ones are also pretty good, I would say. That's how I first started. I bought sort of the no-name brands of watercolors that belong to the art store brand, more or less, and these were also pretty good for beginners. But yeah, I really like Schmincke. Schmincke! Those brush pen things have saved my sketchbooks more than once. Yes! Yes! I love these brush pens, or these, like these water pens, or whatever you call them. They're fantastic. Really, really great. You could get some with all kinds of different like thicknesses in terms of the brush itself. And there's really no need, honestly, I don't find a need to buy regular paintbrushes anymore, unless I'm painting with oil, for example. But this is totally fine, totally good. Because you have complete control of how much water you can release with these pens. You know? Winterheim? I have no idea. That's a good question. I really don't know. I would suggest checking on the website maybe. Guys, is my stream laggy? It looks very laggy. Oh no. I don't know why it's laggy. Okay, we're gonna draw in the nose. Yeah. Ooh. Nicola, yes, I do remember you. You're always in my live streams. Always in my live stream. Okay, so, all right. Why are we doing super chat? Arthur has a question. Why are we doing super chat? So super chat was introduced to me in some of like live streams that I was watching in the, I don't know, I was watching some like political live streams a few weeks ago, and I saw the super chat was completely new, and honestly people were donating. It's a donation functionality or whatever that's new to the stream of YouTube, so it's kind of like Twitch where you can donate. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I wanted to give it a try. I don't know, like, to me, I mean, I do appreciate donations, of course. It does help me fund the art supplies that I'm using, because I do use pretty expensive art supplies, and to just continue this sort of like YouTube channel in the future, because I am planning on going part-time for my work to follow kind of like my dream with this. And yeah, any sort of extra donation definitely helps. I'm not asking for it really. I just think it would be, I mean, it's just, of course, it's a nice thing to have. It's just support. If you guys want to support, you have a way to, but I'm not begging for it or anything. So that's basically the super chat thing, but it's really new actually. I think this is the second live stream I've used it on. I haven't used it previously. Ooh, I need a bigger brush here. It's kind of laggish, yeah. It is laggish. Ooh. Oh no! If you have school and homework, don't watch me. Get off it. Get off my live stream, guys. You should be doing your homework. Ah! See, this is why I love watercolor. It's like you can cover such a large surface very quickly and not have to use so much ink. Like if you were to use marker, for example, you would be using a lot of ink right now. And this is pretty good right now. Oh, gotta be careful with the yellow flowers here. All right. Guys, I'm not asking for donations. It's totally fine. I know a lot of my viewers are young, and I don't expect at all. It's just for anyone who would like to support Future On. Don't feel pressured. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. You guys support me enough by just watching and being subscribers. Okay, I kind of drew a paw here, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually have the paw. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna see. The color looks weird. It's uneven. It's drying uneven, so just wait. We're gonna apply a second layer of black. We're gonna make it really black. And it's something that I actually noticed with the watercolors. You have to apply more than one layer for sure. So when you apply it first onto the paper, it looks pretty dark. But once it dries, it gets kind of opaque, so it loses its sort of contrast, I would say. So you just have to keep applying more layers afterwards. And again, go easy on the water. You don't want to put too much water on your paper. Otherwise, it's just not going to dry fast enough, and the paper can get actually damaged very quickly, especially if you're not using watercolor paper. I'm saving up for gaming PC. Get a gaming PC. That's totally worth more. Like, honestly, gaming PCs. I just bought a new gaming PC as well. I just got one like a week and a half ago. So I totally understand if you want a gaming PC. It's adorable. Thank you. Do you think your climate will affect if your Copics will dry out faster because in Las Vegas it gets very hot? I have no idea. I don't know. Actually, you would have to kind of Google that. I don't really know. I mean, possibly, maybe. We're gonna draw his little paw here, his little mitt. You speak Spanish? No, I don't speak Spanish. Panda! Exactly. Gaming PCs are usually better for photo, video editing too. Yes. I can definitely attest to that. Like, actually, I have a gaming PC, but... yeah!
Less than 3.
Shetty do, babe. Oh, I love my boo-boo. My husband just donated money. But you only donated €2. Cheap. That's so cheap. Update the thumbnail. Good. True. Let me update the thumbnail, guys. You guys are right. I haven't updated it. Is it laggy, Shats? Alright, let's update the thumbnail. We're gonna put this as Panda #1. Woo. Gosh, it's been so long, honestly, since I've updated a thumbnail. Where do I do that? Oi. Patrick, stop downloading stuff. It has to be YouTube, guys. Or it could be the fact that my Shatsi is playing games as well. Could be both. Hoi bros, yo, bro. I sit with my rabbit in the knee and looking on you. Oh, so cute. Say hi to your rabbit for me. I send my best wishes. Okay, so we're gonna add the second layer of black. Now, I really want to make this color unified. And what I mean by that is to not have kind of a gradient happening. I want it to be one solid black color. And for this, I should have probably used Copic markers. But I kind of want to keep the consistent watercolor look for the Panda, the black spots anyways. Yeah. Oh, wrong color. Wrong color. Okay, there we go. I actually still have to change the thumbnail. I haven't changed it yet. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, thumbnail should be changed. Unify the black. I love how you call your husband. Wow, your husband. Your hubby Shatsi. How good is your German, by the way? Are you fluent? I am not fluent. I would say my German is B2, like B2 level. But yeah, I've been calling him my Shatsi since we first started dating, and I thought it was the cutest thing. Like the first time I heard the word Shatsi, I was like, oh, it's so cute, adorable. It's better than calling them like bae or something, you know. So here it's definitely not unified. Oof. Wait, let's add another patch of black here. I'm kind of being bad right now. I'm going over the lines. Ugh. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Nah. Thank you, Piano Musics. Oh gosh. Ah. Okay, I really want to avoid adding more water on here. We're just gonna wait till this dries, this part here. And until that dries, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start coloring in the details of his face. So more so the white fur, we're gonna add the warm gray pencil crowns of the Polychromos Faber-Castell, and that's something that I typically do all the time with animal fur. Is I will draw sort of like the solid parts here, like the black for example, and then for the white fur, I'm going to be adding, for all of the fur in general, I'm going to be adding just extra details with the Polychromos. Okay. So I've got my jar. We're gonna put the watercolors away. Oh, you're from Austria. I know how to say whoa. 1 second. I'm trying to say squirrel in Austrian German. Katzelschwaf. Katzelschwaf. Is that how you say squirrel? I think. I don't know. Katzelschwaf. I don't know. There's other words, but I have no idea. I learned a couple, but I don't remember what they were. Katzelschwaf. Alright, so, I'm wondering, usually I typically use warm gray. So we've got the Polychromos here. I typically use the warm gray ones for white fur, but I'm wondering if I should just use a mixture of cold and warm. There are different shadows in his face. Here it's mostly cold, and then around his face where the sun hits it, it's warm colors. So we're probably gonna use a combination here. I'm gonna start off with the cold ones, the cold gray. Sorry for all the noise. I'll try. All right. How many languages do I know? I know 3. So French, English, and Deutsch, German. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started with the... I guess we're gonna start with the cold gray. Or the warm gray. So again, rule of thumb, or just rule in general, when you're drawing animal fur, always make sure to sharpen. You gotta sharpen. You gotta have a very pointy tip here. It's just gonna help when you're drawing actual fur. You make some beautiful lines rather than dull and fat. Just does not look nice when you're drawing animal fur. So for this, we're just going to start off. This is the most... Oh, God, guys, my hair. Ugh. Okay. We're just gonna start off. I typically start off around the eyes. In this case, I'm starting off in the center, which I don't really know why, actually. But whatever. We're just gonna make it work. It's not really showing up that much on the camera. I'm wondering if I should zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oops. Okay. We zoomed in a little bit closer to his face. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna get started on the most intense part, coloring it in the fur. So what I typically do when I'm coloring the fur is I want to start off with the shaded areas first. And what I mean by that is when you're assessing your reference photo, you want to take a look at the actual areas in the face where the shadows are. And this is where you want to start off with the mapping. So you map around this area, and then you can fill in the details afterwards. So I just really like to focus on the shadows first, so I know where to kind of, it's sort of a starting point. So sometimes I will map it out as kind of like a line and progress from there. And because the shadows on the white fur are not typically, I mean, from this point, it's not supposed to be super hyper realistic. It's more so illustration. So I'm kind of not really focusing on doing strand by strand of the fur. I'm doing more so sections of kind of like shading, you know? The fur details can be added afterwards with an even darker gray. But for now, we're just kind of shading in the darkest parts of the face, I should say. Can't really see it at all. Oh god. What is your favorite emoji, Bunny? I really like the poop emoji, the one with the smiley face. I always send it to my friends. I like it. It's the best one. It's the best one. Alright, so we're just gonna scribble, 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 scribble. Oh, it doesn't even show up on the thing. We're gonna use a darker color now. Alright, 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 alright. There we go. It's a little bit more visible here. So right now I'm using cold gray number 3 and cold gray number 2 for the shadow work. And later on I'm going to be adding a bit of warm gray into the mix. And this just has a nice kind of yellow undertone, like a beige undertone, which works really well for white fur, because sometimes, you know, like polar bears, they don't have white fur, it's mostly like yellow in a way. So typically you use the warm gray colors for that. Me and my bunny Zingos from Sweden. Love your videos. Thank you. I like the name Zingo. That's so cute. That's really cute. Thank you, Michelle. Gotta take the time to read your comments. You guys have such nice comments, honestly. Alright, so I'm going to be adding warm gray or cool gray number 3 on top of the cool gray number 2 that I just added here. We're going to be starting to further define some of these shadowy areas in the face, especially. But before I progress to the right side of his face, I'm going to do the left side because I am right-handed and I will end up smudging everything. And that's typically what I tell you guys, is to always start on the opposite side that you're used to, or that you draw with, to kind of avoid smudging. I'm from Germany! Willkommen! I'm also, well, I live in Germany. I'm not from Germany, but I live in Germany. So I always have a special place in my heart for Germans and Canadians. Alright, so let's erase that here. Greetings from Poland! Greetings! If you guys have questions for me, go ahead and ask. I like to do Q&As at the same time as I'm drawing. Although I cannot catch all of them because I am looking down at the paper for the most of the time. But if I see some questions, I will definitely answer. my hair. Okay, so we're gonna add darker shadows here, and I think I'm gonna add the warm gray colors now. Warm gray number 2, warm gray number 3. When did you start drawing? I have always been drawing. I think I mean, ever since I was like 4 and I could pick up a pencil and be conscious enough to draw something, I drew. But it was more like, I mean, you're a kid, right? So you just draw for the sake of drawing, just for fun. But like to take it a little bit more on the professional side, this really came about 2.5 years ago now. I think I started late 2014, where I was a little bit more serious about it, and I was getting that kind of passion, the drive to pursue it. So this has only been really for like 2.5 years, I would say, of drawing. 2.5 years. What kind of games do you play the most? I have not been playing games as of late, but the games that I typically play are things like Elder Scrolls Online, Skyrim, I like, oh shoot, I can't even remember, The Witcher 3, Sims 4, I like to play random like little RPGs and like simulation games or whatever. What else do I like to play? Fallout? Kind of those games, you know, where you have like a huge world. And I also, back in the day, I was a huge RuneScape fan. It sounds so nerdy to say, but my brother and I used to play RuneScape all the time, and sometimes I have that nostalgic feel to play RuneScape again, and I will just like fire it up, and I still have my old account, so I remember everything. But I have those moments where I want to play those games. Can you make your own hashtag that fans can use to send you their drawings? Yeah, of course. I mean, I typically get these drawings from some fans, and they use the brushes and bunnies, just hashtag brushes and bunnies, and I will see those arts, or those art that is tagged with that hashtag. I see a lot of that, and also you can tag me directly into your work. I typically get all of the messages that I have been tagged in, and that's how I can see your stuff as well. So I really, really appreciate that, and it makes me so happy to see your artwork. I get really, really excited. It's really, really, really flattering. Nerds unite, yo. Yo. Yeah. What would you do if your neighbor showed any sign of animal abuse, for example, to their pet dog? Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Of course, I would report it. If you have reason to believe that that's happening, you definitely have to report it. Just keep an eye on the dog, and I don't really know. I've never been in that situation, but I would for sure report it. That's awful. Oh no, Nico! I want to get my Elder Scrolls Online, but it's 60 gigabyte. Download what kills me. Yes, I know. I've been there, done that. It took me, how long did it take me to download it? Oh gosh, I can't remember how long it took me. Well, I have pretty fast internet here, so it didn't take me that long, but it was definitely for almost a day. I would say a day and a half, or half a day or whatever. It was a pretty long download. But I don't regret it, and it's one of the best games I've played, and I'm actually going to play after the stream, because I haven't played in a while. But I love the game. I love it so much. It's very addicting. I go through these phases where I will just play that, and it's very dangerous, actually, because it's like I have a YouTube channel to take care of, and I have art that I want to pursue, but if I kickstart this game up, I'm just like, oh my god, like, no, I have to work, I have to focus. I can't play Elder Scrolls Online for the whole day, you know? But sometimes I just need to, because it's a nice stress reliever. Nice stress reliever. did you do any sort of art degree at school? No, I did not. I've never went to art school. I went to design school. I never graduated. I just had 3 years of university, and then I decided to just pack up my bags and move to a different country in the world and drop out of university. I never had art school. I just went to design school, but I didn't do art at all in design school. It was just more, yeah, design work. And although I did really enjoy it, I thought it was not challenging enough, and I got very, very bored very easily. But yeah, everything I do is self-taught. And yeah, this is why I kind of want to have this YouTube channel to show as an example that you guys can do it as well. Even though I'm not like self-taught, you guys can do it also. So it's one of those things. BB, did you know in Poland Schmincke means lipstick? Yes, I did know that. Some fans told me previously that that was the case, and it's actually in German. I think it also means something like makeup as well. It's kind of a funny brand name when you think of it. But yeah. Schminke. I like a schminky. Fallout or Elder Scrolls? Elder Scrolls all the way. Whoop! Smacking my desk here. Elder Scrolls. Although I did love, like, I had some fantastic moments with Fallout, especially Fallout 3. Fallout 4, not so much, but Fallout 3 was really, back in the day, was just like the best. That was the best. That and Skyrim together, like, oof, on my PlayStation 3. Ooh, baby. I had some nights. Ooh. This paint is looking weird. I sometimes fire up Skyrim just to let it sit there to inspire artwork. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Especially when you're walking around and you're like adventuring, and then you have the northern lights and you're just like, whoa, like to draw scenery I think would be so sick. Like Skyrim is definitely inspiring for that, I find. And the characters, like if you want to draw some really cool characters, Skyrim. What inspires you to keep drawing? What inspires me to keep drawing? I think the biggest thing that inspires me is the feeling that I get from it. It's a little bit addicting in a way, because you can see yourself progressing really quickly. If you try to draw every single day, for example, you see the progression happen. And it does happen very quickly, I would say. You start to kind of feel like you're learning techniques quicker, that you can draw things easier, that ideals come to you faster. And that to me is what inspires me to keep pushing, because it's sort of like I'm on a track right now and I don't want to stop it. And if I were to stop, I would get behind everything, you know? So that's one of the biggest inspirations to me. And also the feeling that I just get from it is just, it makes me really happy, and it's just, I'm very passionate about it. And if I don't do it, I get kind of depressed in a way. It's a bit funny to explain, but yeah, that's what we do. Do you have Steam? I do have Patrick on my friends list, but didn't see you there. I do have Steam, yeah. I do have Steam. Patrick, you should find me on his list. I'm not gonna say my Steam name out loud, but yeah, you can ask him. He can give it to you. I didn't know you added him on Steam. That's cool. Yeah, the music from Skyrim is amazing. I want to draw the panda's eyes. He looks kind of creepy right now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. How long do you usually take on one drawing? That's a trick question. I mean, it's it really depends on what I'm doing. The size, like for example, this right here would probably take me 3 hours, I would say. If I mean, I am talking at the same time, so it's gonna take me a little bit more, but if I'm just fully concentrated on drawing, something about this size would take me like 3 to 4 hours, I would say. And detail wise as well, it really depends on the kind of illustration that I'm going for. With realistic animals, realistic portraits, this of course can take up to 8 hours, if not more. And I think that's pretty average. It's pretty normal, 8 hours, I would say. But it really depends. I mean, I like to draw things to completion, and this can be anything the way I feel it. Like, it could just be like, okay, it's a quick doodle, it's done, I feel okay about it, and I'm just gonna stop drawing. That could take me like 20 minutes, but something I really had to learn was to kind of let go of the perfection and just draw for the sake of drawing, and that changes everything though. Really does change everything. Once you kind of like force yourself not to try to get things perfect all the time, then you can draw quicker. You can draw some quicker things, and you can learn to be happy with it. It's always been my challenge. Bunny, I missed you so much. Villian, welcome. It's been so long. A zombie panda. Yeah, it is a zombie panda right now. I'm drawing a zombie panda. Zombie panda. What was I doing? Okay, true. I definitely apologize for the lighting right now. My lighting is not perfect. It's the first time I've streamed since my new setup here that I've changed everything around. So if there's a lot of shadow happening on this side when I have my hand in the thing, I really apologize. I have to really figure out the light situation in my new corner. So that's part of the reason why I haven't streamed in so long, because things were just not working properly. They weren't working the same way that I had before, like how it was set up before. It looks so good so far. Thanks, video. He's a cute one. Like, I'm really enjoying this one. Hola. I did a recreation of your bunny drawing on your Instagram. Ow! Did you tag me in it? I'd like to see it. I don't know. I keep getting messages, guys. Maybe if you tag me on Instagram posts. Is it? Who's? Getting Facebook messages. Okay, there we go. And I also apologize if the stream is laggy. Oh, it really sucks. I don't know why it's laggy. It looks really bad, actually. The panda is dead inside with its white eyes. Yeah. I have to draw the eyes. It is, you guys know I always draw like zombie animals. And I don't color in the eyes until like last minute, so throughout the entire stream it looks just like a creepy little demon thing. Fat demon panda. Fat demon panda, that should be his name. Woo! Did you ever saw artists who were better than you and felt bad about it? Yeah, of course. Of course I did. Oh my gosh, yeah. There are so many wonderful artists out there. Like, oh my gosh, like Instagram, I follow all kinds of artists. On YouTube, I follow all kinds of artists. And I especially, I mean, at the beginning, I was just like always looking at them for inspiration and trying to find ways to kind of like how they made YouTube videos, or how they made art, like especially those who paint on wood, for example, like oil on wood. Oh my gosh, like I wish I could do that. I have no idea how to even approach that kind of style. I would love to do that, and I feel bad because that's something I would like to do in the future, and I don't know how to get there, and I don't know how to do it, and I kind of beat myself up because I'm just like, oh, like I won't be like that ever, you know. And that's something you have to kind of learn at the beginning, where you're just like, okay, like you have to change your way of thinking. That sure, these artists are fantastic and they do some beautiful art, but you can also do something like that, but in your own style, you know. And it takes time to get there. You just can't snap your finger and you'll be fantastic like them. They have worked for a very long time to get that good, and that's just up to you to make happen, right? I would think it's pretty normal though. Do you use marker or colored pencils more? I use colored pencils way more. They can achieve some sort of level of detail that markers can't, I find. And this has always been... like I've always just drawn with pencil crayons in general. I really like pencil crayons. It's cool. You can do some cool stuff with it. Yeah, thank you for the subscriber. We got the subscriber buddy back, guys. I have the subscriber buddy. He was off for a while because my computer just could not handle it. But now that I have a new computer, I have a subscriber buddy who's back and ready to rock and roll. Okay, I actually need a dark. I think I need my black. Where's my black? Bunny, I'm learning to be an artist just like you. That's fantastic. Keep drawing. That's fantastic. Oh, I just grabbed the wrong one. See how distracted I am? Where's my black? There's my black. How far should I go with pro markers until I start using Copics? Should I even start with Copics? I would say no, do not start with Copics. There are things out there that you can buy that are very high quality and close enough to Copics, and you have to learn how to use markers before you work with the really expensive stuff, because first of all, you may not even like working with markers. You really need to kind of like try things out before you start buying things that is worth like 150 euros for one little cake for 36 markers, you know. So you really have to try things out before you're 100% sure that that's what you want to work with. And there are things out there like pro markers, the brush markers also from Winsor & Newton, and the touch markers, which are also quite good, a little bit more on the expensive side, but like the brush markers and the pro markers are fantastic. Like you can do some really cool stuff with that. That's what I typically would recommend that you do first. Same with watercolors, same with anything that you use. I don't know why YouTube's lagging. Like it's fine for me here, and then I don't know. Oh. I think I'm like moving my entire desk around here. Wait, let's fix this here. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm gonna zoom out for a second. Let's zoom out. Again, I do apologize if the stream is a bit laggy. I don't know what's going on. Everything is running fine from my end. Very good. Do you like drawing and painting animals or people? You know, I really like animals, but I have been, as of late, really into practicing how to draw humans and drawing humans. And this is a whole different challenge, I would say, and it's really fun. And I'm really, really liking just being able to create my own characters and giving expressions and kind of like creating stories at the same time. This has been really, really fun to do, and I'm really digging drawing humans now. I used to not want to do it because I didn't know how. I was really bad at it. But once you start getting into the groove, you start practicing, then it becomes really, really fun. So at this point, I think I'm pretty much 50-50 in terms of what I like to draw, humans and animals. It's a pretty good balance, I would say. Thank you, Nicola. Okay, so we're gonna draw the shadowy part under his mouth and upper lip here. Actually, I should probably draw in the lip area as well. So I'm gonna be using a cold gray number 3 here. I'm just gonna be shadowing things in. Hi, Cola AJ. Hello. I like the setup. Thank you. Brand new setup. I'm so excited. I was really excited to show it off, but with all the technical issues, it was just not possible for a week or so. But actually, yesterday I was at IKEA for the entire day, or for like half of the day, and yeah, I got all kinds of new stuff for my little setup, so I hope it looks nice. I'm gonna be doing a video showing it off soon. I always screw up the anatomy on humans. Yes. I mean, anatomy wise, yeah. This is a lifelong journey, I think, learning anatomy. I'm taking it a step at a time though. Like, I'm starting off with the face, maybe the shoulders and the chest area first. That's what I'm learning to really get right. Especially the face. I think the face is the most important because that's where you can really like, you can humanize them and you can see the expressions and you can, I think to me that's more important than the body right now. So portrait work is really something that I've been practicing. Body wise, I will do later on once I'm more comfortable with the human. So just take a step at a time. Otherwise, I really kind of overwhelm myself, and it's not fun. Okay, I really need to make this part darker here. Thank you, Jukachu. Aw, Daniel, thank you. But like, what I always say is, like, those compliments are really nice and they mean a lot to me, but at the same time, kind of like, you shouldn't say that. You should just, I mean, you can also draw like this, guys. You can do it. You can really do it. You just need to practice and it will come. It will come to you. Okay, I need to put more detail under the mouth. The mouth chin area needs to be much darker. Do you like Lady Gaga? Yes, yes, of course. I do like her music, and I like her as a person. Bunny, remember when the chat was about Irish people calling yourselves potatoes a few streams back? Yeah, I do remember that. My potatoes, my little potatoes. Laura, thank you. Yes, you can. My doorbell's ringing, guys. Guys, my doorbell rang twice. I don't know if you heard that. Uh-oh, maybe I'm too loud. Am I too loud? I feel like, no, that can't be. If it's okay, I'm drawing a panda, but mine looks like a potato. That's perfect. That's perfect. Honestly, potatoes Potatoes are awesome. Keep drawing a potato panda. Mine also looks like a potato. It's like a potato with ears, right? I think it's totally fine. I feel like I draw potatoes for every animal. Like if I draw a pug, it looks like a potato. If I draw a hamster or a guinea pig, it looks like a potato. Like a panda also looks like a potato. Just potatoes, yo. Okay, I should be almost done with the face, guys. Then we can proceed with the belly. The belly. The belly. We're gonna proceed with the belly. Jehovah's Witness. We don't have those typically walking around here in Germany. I remember back home in Canada, I had I had a ex-boyfriend who pranked me when we broke up. It was really nice of him. He signed up my name. It was horrible. He signed up my name to all these religious things, asking, or like basically saying that I was interested, and I had for months Jehovah's Witness knocking at my door and Scientologists knocking at my door and calling my cell phone and other sort of like religious members that were coming to me. And one time who was it? The Jehovah's Witness or was it Scientologist? I forget. They had followed me at the bus stop as well, and they had given me like booklets. They knew my name and they gave me booklets with like end of the world, like I'm going to hell kind of thing. And I was at the bus waiting to go to school. Like it was so creepy. But luckily in Germany there's not really that much like these people knocking on the door asking you to join the church. What is your favorite drawing that you've done? By the way, it looks amazing. Thank you, Delama with no life. Favorite drawing I've done? I really cannot answer that. I can't answer because I've done many that I've kind of really liked. And it's always been a hard question to answer, really. There's a lot. Oh gosh, my hair is driving me crazy. I wish I brought my hairbrush, but I don't have it. Okay, we're almost done with the face, guys. Almost done. Little baby face. Go to baby face. Again, the goal here is not to do kind of really realistic work. We just want to have a nice little illustration. Okay, so we're gonna erase the lines here. I'm not happy about his body. It's very uneven, so I think I'm gonna just take my Copic marker, the black one, or I do another layer of black. I'm not so sure yet. I'm just gonna erase this here. I think I'm gonna color in the bamboo first. So we're gonna get the watercolor back up. They typically come from the US to convert people? Yeah! It's so creepy. Like, no, don't. I don't know. Yeah, they typically don't wear all black. Like in where I come from, they wear like business outfits, like a suit and a tie, for example, and they'll come to your door, and they're in like gangs of like, it's like a team that comes to your door, and you're just like, dude, like it's very intimidating, and you're like, okay, no, like I'm not interested. Stop coming to my door and asking. Zoom out a little bit here. Gonna zoom out, we're gonna zoom out. Pandas have white bellies? Yeah. I haven't drawn the belly yet. They do have white bellies. Go. Get his eyes. We're gonna make them a little bit more human now with the glare, or like I like to use my white gel pen. I didn't include this in the video description, but the white gel pen that I typically use is the Uniball Signo Broad, and it works really fantastic on different surfaces like watercolor, pencil, marker, whatever. And something I typically use all the time. So when you're drawing animals or humans, you want to add that special glare in the eye to make them look more alive, you know? So yeah, something that I always do. I wear black all the time. Yeah, I also wear black all the time. I like the color a lot. Well, the shade. I like the shade a lot. Just, I'm more comfortable in dark colors. Gray, either it's gray or black. Bunny, do you know how to draw belly buttons? I don't know how to draw belly buttons. I've never drawn. I think I drew one on like the recent Yolandi Vista portrait that I drew. That's the only belly button I drew. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot or a thumbnail update. We're gonna update the thumbnail, guys. So update that thumbnail. I actually haven't updated the thumbnail in a while. Panda number 2. Panda number 2. Yeah. Okay. Browse. Right. All right. Okay, I'm gonna take a water break so I'm thirsty. It's 20 to 5 where you are. Here it is 20 to 6. So I'm assuming you're in the UK, maybe? Are you in the UK? my wardrobe, 50 Shades of Black. Yeah. Literally. Hey, Rainbow Creeper. What up? Oh my gosh, I wish I had brought my hairbrush. Left it in the bathroom, I think. Okay, let's continue. We're gonna be, so I'm using my watercolors here for the green, the bamboo. Just draw the leaves. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna shade in the belly after, or shall I do it now? I think the belly's a bit hard. It's like a combination of white and it's like a black undertone, and then it has like white strands coming through. So I think I'm gonna do the belly for last because I kind of want to do the background. It's gonna be fun. Background's gonna be fun. So I'm wondering how to approach the background. Shall I? Okay, let's ink the background first. We're gonna start off with that. Pandas are my favorite. Yeah, pandas are so sweet. I love pandas. It's one of my dreams to go visit a sanctuary and go see little panda babies like running around. It would be so cool. I'd love to travel to, I don't know, China somewhere to go see this. Okay, so let's close this and let's begin with the background. So first, what I'm going to do is we're going to ink this sort of like shrubbery stuff that's happening here. I don't really have a specific plan for the background. I think I'm just going to wing it. I was thinking of doing some sort of watercolor marker mixture. So I'm going to put the base down with watercolor first, and then I think for the extra detail in terms of the plants that are in the background, we're going to be doing that with the Copic markers. But again, I'm not sure if that's going to look good because I haven't used Copic markers up till now. The background's going to be very exotic, hopefully. That's sort of the goal here. You deserve more attention. Thank you, Zarlesta. Thank you. Maybe in the future. That would be really fun. Alright, so we're drawing more leaves. Looks like it's popping out of his head. When will there be another stream? The next stream is planned for the weekend, next weekend. It's really impossible for me to stream during the week because I'm very, very busy at work. And I think that this month is going to be even busier than normal, which I'm not looking forward to. So I would assume if I have nothing planned, the next stream would be on Saturday, next Saturday. And I'll make sure to stream Saturday and Sunday. That is the goal. But I'll be pushing some new videos during the week as well. This leaf looks a bit weird. No, I screwed it up. Ah! Oh no. Bunny, have you been to Pompeii? No. That's weird that you asked though. Have I mentioned that I was wanting to go there? Because we're actually planning on going there in May of some sort. That's something that we've been kind of wanting to do. We were gonna go for our wedding anniversary. Marriage anniversary, whatever. Wedding anniversary. Go to Pompeii. So I hope. Have you ever been to Pompeii? It looks beautiful. You line fast. I think over the years you developed a pretty steady hand. I actually don't line fast enough, I think. I'm not so sure. You just gotta be confident. When you're putting the line work down, you gotta be confident. Just like go for it, keep a steady hand, wing it, and your lines will be straight. Beautifully straight. Okay, this bamboo here is pretty thick, I think. Shall I make it thinner? Let's make it thinner. Usually I will, actually, let's just turn the paper. Let's just turn the paper. There we go. You just won your science fair, so I need to prepare. Wow, that's awesome. I've never won a science fair. I'm not smart enough for science fairs. That's awesome. Swirly hamster, welcome. Hi, Vlasta. I'm horrible at line work. Yeah. I mean, line work is something you have to learn in itself. It's like a skill, you know? I'm actually learning how to do more, like, better line work. Kind of like with cross-hatching, kind of cartoon comic book style. I'm really into the Marvel sort of comic book-esque line work. And I kind of want to apply that to my work. So I've been practicing. There we go. Okay, so more or less the background, I think the background we're going to be adding more splotches of different colors, like different textures, different greens, maybe some browns, but I'm really going to be doing that later on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add the initial color of sort of the circle work here, and I'm going to be doing that with watercolor. Hi Bunny! Hello sweet baby! My rabbit's out and running. He's so cute! He's so cute! Bye Winterheim! Thank you for coming! Hey, Gaming Lewis, yo. You predict the future, yeah. Alright, so it's really important that you erase all of your reference lines before you apply the watercolor, because you're just not going to be able to get that out once you put the watercolor on top. And this is sort of I've had this mistake one too many times, especially when you're using something like the blue Prismacolor col-erase pencil for the line work. It will show up a little bit. Okay, so we have this kind of cleared. I kind of know where the circle is, so we're just gonna go ahead and put in the green color. Oh, my mom's watching. Karen Brett. Hi, Mommy Do. Mommy Do, Mama Do. My mom's in the... So we're just gonna apply the same green color that I used for the bamboo stick. I think this color works really, really nice as a sort of non-dominant background color. So let's just apply that. Yeah. Hey, Ollie baby, what are you doing? Yeah, are you tired? Yeah. Sleeping on my yoga mat. Okay, I gotta actually work quick here before it dries. I'm not applying too much water. I am just applying minimal, as little as water, or little water as possibly can, because I don't want the paper to start kind of buckling and getting wavy and stuff. It just looks bad. Sorry if I'm not talking, guys. I'm concentrating here a little bit. Okay, so this is done. It's a little bit of a light green. We're just gonna keep it that way. Although I can probably already progress with the leaves. We're gonna add another color on top, the same color that we're using, but we're gonna be adding a darker tone. I like you to set up. Thanks, Mommy Do. Do you like my trolley? Look at my trolley. Woo! Can move it around. That's true. You guys have already asked my father. I was a good child. I didn't do anything embarrassing. I mean, as a child, I didn't do anything embarrassing. I'm also running out of this green, which kind of sucks. This is a nice green color. Now the color is not really, it's pretty subtle from what you guys are seeing in the actual live stream right now, but in person it looks much darker. It's a little bit of weird thing here. We're gonna add a little bit of more water. There we go. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna darken this one here too. Thanks, Mommy Do. See you. All right. Okay, so we're gonna clean off the brush. I'm going to make the flowers. I'm gonna start painting in the flowers. The flowers are gonna be yellow. I think it's a native flower. I really need to brush my hair. My hair is getting crazy. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get my hairbrush. If anything, if you guys have fine hair like I do, like really thin hair, just by moving it a little bit, it gets super tangled. Like, look at that. Look at that tangle. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. It hurts. Okay. Alright, so let's get to the flowers. We're just gonna erase the lines, guidelines around the flowers. My mom wouldn't even know how to get on YouTube. True. Well, my mom knows. My mom knows. She's not that old. Alright, so I think we're gonna, yeah, so yellow flowers. Gonna add yellow. Yellow and green is always a nice combination. I'm gonna add little natural flowers here and here. I have to work on the line work here though. It's a little bit dodgy, a little bit sketchy. What am I gonna do? It's not that good. Yes. We're gonna add some splotches of yellow too, kind of around these flowers. Same here. This is where you can already start to kind of work on the background, where you add splotches of different greens, different yellows maybe. Just kind of in the background, very, very subtle. And then you start to build on the background in that regards. My hair! But Blaster, you should be studying. Guys, I'm not going to be streaming for so long today. It's just like a quick little illustration that I'm doing right now. So I don't actually know how long I've been streaming already. But probably for another like 45 minutes or so, and then I'll be off because I kind of want to play Elder Scrolls Online, stuff like that, you know. So now I'm going to be introducing another color into the mix. It's it looks like a dark green, but it's actually kind of like a nice light, not so pigmented green color. This is from Winsor & Newton, and they do some really nice kind of translucent, opaque sort of colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add splotches of this color in the background before we get into the leaves, I can't talk anymore, guys. I can't talk. Before we start making more details, we're just going to add details with this in the background, just a little bit. And there's not really a trick to this, it's just kind of like dabbing with your paintbrush. Dab, 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 dab. And we can incorporate another green color, so we could add an even darker green, for example. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Thanks, Niku. You're streaming for an hour and a half now. Honestly, I thought I was only streaming for like not even an hour. It goes by so fast. So maybe I'll stop in about an hour, I would say. So now I'm taking the darker green color. This is from Schmincke. It's a beautiful, beautiful green, something that I frequently use in my sort of scenery colors. It's quite dark. You can see it can get pretty, pretty dark. I'm just going to be adding this in the very, very background details here. Like, very, very minimal. Actually want to kind of blend this out. I'm going to add this here a little bit too. Ooh. Would you ever draw a pug? I've already drawn a couple pugs actually. And yeah, I love drawing pugs. Pugs are probably one of the most fun dogs to draw. I love drawing pugs. My phone keeps vibrating. Ooh. Yeah, but yeah, for sure in the future I'll be drawing some more pugs. They're so funny. They're the funniest little dogs. Okay, and that's basically how I would go to build some sort of background with watercolors, to just use a couple greens. So I've got these 3 greens here, and I would just start adding more layers on top of layer kind of thing. Where do you get these water pens? I got these from Amazon. So I just searched for water brush, and they usually sell them in sets of 3. This brand is Pentel, which is a pretty common brand. And they have different sort of like tips where you can get like thinner, thicker, longer as well. And you can also have some that retain more water, for example. I also have these ones here, which are from the brand, I can never pronounce this brand, Carandash. It's a common brand as well. And these ones are a little bit more sophisticated. But yeah, these work equally as better. These are a bit cheaper, but they're also pretty good. Not so bad, not so bad. Your last stream had a lot of viewers. Yeah, my last stream, well, my last stream didn't have that many viewers. It was just a nice cozy group of people. Although some of my more recent streams didn't really have that many viewers either. I think it depends. Like if I do it spontaneous, it won't have too many people because I didn't announce it, for example. Like this one, I didn't really announce it either. It was just kind of like I scheduled it this morning and was like, yo, what up guys? I'm streaming in 1 hour. Hey, Jazza, Axelrod, thank you for subscribing. I saw that a little bit too late, guys. Whoop. I should probably change my thumbnail. The Wolf Princess. I feel like you've already subscribed. What was that? You just spamming my subscribe button now to make the bunny dance. I should probably draw like a bunch of puppy pugs to make it look like a bunch of potatoes, and they're just kind of like chilling. I'm gonna make the puppy pug challenge. Puppy bug, puppy bug. Okay, so again, you want to kind of make dark. You want to put some dark closer to the panda to make it more, like to add more emphasis, a little bit of contrast there. There we go. Like that. Thank you, Stephanie. Hey, what's up, guys? What are you saying, Nico? Are you making fun of how I start off my videos? Thanks, Yokachu. 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 I'm gonna start adding a little bit more green to the leaves here. You should do drawing with coffee challenge. That would be fun. That's a good one. That's a really good one. It's a little bit like watercolor, I would assume. So it wouldn't be that bad. At least, I mean, I'm saying that now. I think it could be a challenging one, but I've seen some other YouTubers do it, and it looks like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Right now, I'm kind of like not really focusing on putting details. It's more so working on different tones of green to add that sort of, to kind of give the impression that there's detail, but there's actually not. Like with the leaves, you can put a lot of detail if you really, really wanted to with pencil crayon. And I know at the beginning I said I would be using Copic markers, but I think I won't be even using any. I'm going to touch base on the line work afterwards, like kind of like rework it a little bit, and then yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna do, I think. So just a quick little illustration for today. Jennifer Nuns, I wish I had your art skills. You definitely can. If you keep working at it, you will. It's not a joke, like honestly, I'm totally self-taught, and it's just something that you have to keep working at, and it's gonna eventually get there. It's a tough journey, for sure, but definitely worth all of the pain, blood, sweat, and tears, I have to really say. You are so good, you should be famous. No, Samantha, thank you, but that's really flattering. I should be famous. I don't know, like, how can you become famous in terms of art unless you're like super crazy artist? I don't know, like, I feel like you only get famous if you die as an artist, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh yeah, you were a good artist and now you're dead, and your artwork is worth so much more now. Okay. Thanks. Oh, you guys all have homework to do. Oh, the good old days of homework. I should just end the stream now so you guys can go and do your homework and stop watching me. Should be doing homework, boys and girls. Blushes and bunnies. Yeah. Blushes and bunnies. Okay, how's this turning out? I think we're gonna work on the line here. I want to do his belly, and I want to cover. Okay. Let's bring in the black. We're gonna make this darker. Yeah, this is gonna be much better. So I am using Copics after all. I think we're gonna bring it in. Yeah, that's so much better. I'm gonna make a one solid black color, I think. Oh my gosh, is this another one I have to replace the inks very soon? I'm gonna be doing a video on how to change your ink, like your Copic marker ink. Because I finally have markers that have run out of ink. Yes! And now I could try. I'm gonna buy all the ink replacers at the art store tomorrow, and I'm gonna film myself showing you guys how to replace ink. This is gonna be a journey. I've never done this before. There we go. Shatsy lines. Shatsy, shatsy. Shatsy, shatsy. Let's use the chisel tip for more coverage. That's a nice solid black color. I like that. And the thing with watercolor, you might have to like, to get a solid kind of color, like very solid chunk of color with watercolors takes either super pigmented like watercolor paint, or just keep applying layer on top of layer. But that's the thing, it might be uneven, it might have gradient towards it. If you really work hard or you keep adding layers, it will eventually get there, but the problem is this paper here is not meant for watercolor, so I couldn't really add more layers of water because it would kind of damage it. So there's kind of no point. Just bring out the marker in this case and add that solid color with the Copic markers. I did not know this was a live stream. Yeah! It is a live stream. Toast, yo Toast. What up, Toast? Reese's, why did you say Reese's in the chat? Whoa. Whoa. Reese's. The white belly's here, guys. I haven't gotten to it yet. But I think I get to it now. Because y'alls are asking, where's the belly? Where's the belly? Okay, let's get to it. We're gonna wait till the background dries a little bit more till we kind of add a little bit more detail, but until then, we could already progress with the belly. I think the belly is the last really big part of this drawing, and then we're gonna fix up the line work. We're gonna add a little bit more detail with maybe pencil crayon, for example, or even marker. And yeah. Thank you, Crickets Pop. Okay, last part, the last stride, guys. We're almost there. What do I use for this? Okay, I'm gonna have to use warm gray for the belly area. Now what I'm gonna do is, again, what I always do is just kind of like sketch out where the shadows will be. And for this, I can really use just a solid color. I don't really have to worry about, let's see, it's not really showing up on the live stream. You didn't know that was the white belly. Yeah, this is the white belly. It's not very obvious, is it? Oh. I knew that's what it was. So to me, it looked very obvious, but I guess from your point of view, maybe not. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit more obvious once I start sketching in the fur. We're gonna work pretty quickly here because it's not really, the fur is pretty much going in like this direction and it kind of curves a little bit at the bottom. But yeah, at the very top here, you can really just kind of already sketch in a lot of the dark shades because it's pretty dark under here. Don't die on me, Argentina. Don't die on me, tablet. Go get your charger. Oh, wait. Like, look, guys. I'm like, my pencil crayons are getting so short. I need to buy, this is gonna be my third set of these colors already. That's why I use them so much. Yeah. So let's make this, we're gonna expand this shadow. Okay. So like, I'm just gonna color it all in. I'm just gonna color it solid color here. Like of that. Oh no. I just wasted so much of my white paint on a hideous painting. Oh. But even though it is hideous, did you learn something from it? I think that's the biggest point. If you learned a new trick or a new technique or just something that makes you say, next time I will not do that. If you learned that, then that's great. You didn't technically waste the paint. It's just maybe the painting didn't turn out so well, but you still learned something, so at least you did it, right? I think that's something that I always have to tell myself. Like, I spend a lot of money on expensive art supplies, yes, and sometimes I draw things that are not the best, and I just kind of like, oh man, like it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but in the end I did learn something, and I think that's all that really matters, because it's gonna pay off eventually. I would say. Belly, 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 belly. Do you like live in the ghetto, Savannah? Or do you keep hearing gunshots? I remember one time I was in California. We were in our hotel. It was the first time. Like, I come from this like suburban area in close to Toronto, Canada, and you know, we don't have guns and stuff like that. And we were visiting California one time. We weren't even living in our hotel was in a nice area of the city, but at nighttime we would hear gunshots and we were like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, what? Like, that was ghetto, like super ghetto. Like, I've never heard that before, and that was the first time. It was like, wow, gunshots in the neighborhood. Pretty close ones too. Bunny, from what I learned, next time I will never. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. It's a learning experience. What is a polychromo? Polychromos is the pencil crayon that I'm using. That's what it's called. The Polychromos, these guys right here. Faber-Castell is the brand, Polychromos, and they're oil-based pencil crayons, basically. And yeah, I don't know, it's just a pencil crayon. Fancy terminology for pencil crayon. Colored pencil, I don't know. Bunny, I entered a photography competition and the young classical musicians competition, playing a grade 7 piece on the piano. Grade 8 is the highest. Whoa, nice. Fancy. That's nice. I hope you win. Entering competitions are really fun. I used to do it all the time in school. But it was pretty nice. It was pretty fun. Pretty good. Got some good times. Well, Nico, maybe you don't know my actual name. Like, I don't have my name on this theme. It's not my, it's not Brushes and Bunnies. Like, my Steam tag isn't that. I have a different Steam tag, so maybe you don't see me. Okay, let me give you a hint. It starts with a K, and there's a cat as the profile picture. At least I think. Unless I changed it. But it should be there, like I'm on his list for sure. Yay! I'm getting tired, guys. Okay, so belly is sort of complete. Wait, you have steam. Okay, so let's update the kind of line work here because the line work got a little bit messy with the watercolor. So we just want to make it kind of unified. And basically, I'm going to be doing the line work, like just the update on the line work here, and maybe a little bit more detail in the background, and basically the stream is going to be over. I want to eat. We got some expensive steak from the grocery store yesterday, and it looks really good. Argentinian steak, and I want to cook it before, like have a nice meal with Patrick, and play some Elder Scrolls! Elder Scrolls Online! Thank you, Tiger Stripe. Yeah, this panda is really cute. I really like the way he turned out. It's one of the very first pandas that I really draw. I did a sketch a few months back about talking too fast. I did a sketch of a panda a few months back, and I liked how it turned out. So I wanted to kind of draw an actual full panda in color with a background. Ooh, screw it. So we're gonna make the lines a little bit thicker around his torso area. Oh. Ah! I went over the line. No! Hey, Bunny. Hey, Pikachu-Kaloo. 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 I like that name. Pikachu-Kaloo. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to my stream. It's been a while. Oh. Here. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this one here. Huh, making the line work way too thick right now. Dang! No! That was not the intention for the flowers. Oh no. Wait a second. Let's get my Copics. Couldn't help but notice the painting drawing behind her. What is that? This little guy right here. This little guy right here. What does it look like? Wait. He's not done. But it's my dead rabbit. It sounds bad, but yeah, it's a portrait. Oil portrait of Max. But I need to finish him. I always say I haven't finished it. Bunny, do you like pit bulls? I think they're misunderstood and amazing. Of course. Of course. I also think they're misunderstood. And I think it's awful what's happening. Poor little babes. Okay. I still gotta fix the line work here. This is looking awful. What am I doing? I should just stop. No. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. It's like the whisker all over again. I guess this is what happens when I'm hungry. I can't concentrate anymore, guys. My concentration flies out the window. Oh no. Okay. Okay, let's thicken some of the bamboo shoots here. No, marker, don't die on me. Don't die on me. No. Don't die on me. No, you got more life in you. My marker is dying on me, guys. Ah. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Panda. Why you do this to me? There's the marker. Alright. Ooh, thumbnail update. Yes. I need to do thumbnail update, but I'm almost done the drawing, so I think I'm just gonna carry on right now and I will update the final thumbnail once it's done. And yeah, I have the recording of me drawing the panda, so if anyone's interested, maybe I will post it. I did record it separately. Oh. Maybe I do it as a speed painting video of some sort. Maybe? I don't know. Not decided yet. Come on, marker, you can do it. Yes, sir. Actually, I want to put the marker in the eyes as well, because when you draw the eyes with just the regular Faber-Castell Polychromos, it picks up a lot of shine from the light, so you can see that the eyes were not as strong as before. I don't know if you can see that. It looks much more like a lighter black, but when you add with the marker, it really makes the eyes pop. So I always do effort to color in the eyes with just marker itself, because the black does not retain any more light. So you can see here, the eyes are much more bright. And they look more realistic actually, which is quite nice. I remember the days when I was a thumbnail boy. Arthur, you're still a thumbnail boy. Whenever I think of updating the thumbnail, it's always like, oh, if Arthur was here, he'd tell me. You always remind me. No, marker! Don't die on me. I think this is, it's a slow death right now. Very slow death. I just know it. I'm gonna have to spend like $100 at the art store tomorrow. What? No, come on. Dude, come on. We're almost through the drawing. Don't be a mean muck. Okay. We're just gonna add a bit more detail here and there, and pretty much, I think, like, pretty much over. I would say, the moss color. Da 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 da. the marker dies. It's the worst thing ever. I have one of my favorite Copic markers died as well when I was drawing. What was I drawing that it died on? I was drawing something and it died on me. That was pretty depressing. Now I have to refill it, give it its life back. I think I want to do some sort of light green outline here. Or shall I? I don't know. How is this? I guess that's okay. Okay, let's outline the circle a little bit with a touch of green. Not so sure how this will look like. Whoop. Ooh. Okay, that's okay. That's not so bad. That's fine. Yeah! All right. How does Panda look like? I could work a lot more with the contouring, I think, with the yeah, I think I can work a lot with the background a lot more and the highlights or whatever. Not the highlights, sorry. The fine liners. I'm wondering what else to do before I leave the stream. What could I do? What could I do? My bunny's running around. Yeah. Okay guys, I think that I am done for the day. I will be live streaming again next week. That's the plan anyways. And yeah, I'm going to be working on videos for this week, so I'm definitely going to be launching a couple of videos. I'll be doing a product review. This is upcoming, comparing Copic markers with another brand that I found. And giveaway will be announced very soon, guys. I will have a giveaway very soon. I can't tell you details yet, but it's for Easter, and I'm gonna have 3 separate giveaways. There's gonna be one on YouTube, one on Instagram, one on my Facebook profile page. So follow these 3 accounts right now, guys, because I'll be having these giveaways there. Details of the giveaways is undisclosed. I have no idea, guys. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that you guys will be winning some nice prizes, because I already have the prizes. I already have them, so pretty excited for that. I will publish a couple of videos this week for sure, and I will see you guys next week. I think that's all I can really say. That's all I can really say, guys. Basically, yeah, keep drawing, keep being awesome. Can you live anywhere to enter the giveaway? Yes, it is international. International. So shipping is on me, free shipping no matter where, but it's definitely a pretty heavy product, I would say. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I hope you guys will like it. Anyways, I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna cook some delicious steak. So I hope you guys wish you guys a fantastic day, and keep drawing, keep being awesome, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.